Hey!
Yo! What is up?
Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
to this.
We're live now.
Hi guys.
$1 bill.
Yeah.
We're live, but
I
are
was-
we alive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
only
God, there's no
barely.
Twitter. Shit.
Mm-mm.
We're good at this.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to Dreams of the Brave. Been a couple of weeks. The recap was they did shopping last time and met shopping-related people.
Choppers.
And they're gonna do some more shopping this time.
Upkeep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a more detailed recap is they're in the settlement of Portal, the overflow settlement. It doesn't seem to be very big. Just a few blocks, and it's kind of guarding this tower. They have walled off and whatnot.
So
and
it's more of a dimension door than a portal.
And that was our episode.
Hey,
Thanks for coming.
welcome to our new 30-second D&D games.
That's a fresh concept.
Anyways, yeah, so they kind of been looking around. Mac kind of is getting bike repaired. Other people met Ketharak, this merchant who speaks in third person and is dealing in magic items. And that's kind of about it. Some instruments were bought and things like that. And so, yeah, we'll just kind of pick up. If I remember correctly, most everyone had found each other by this point.
I know I was strolling with Lay, but I'm not sure anybody else was with us
Oh, that's
yet.
right. You're with Lay. Yeah, that's how it went down. Yeah, you were with Lay, and then Marius, Gertie, and Riz were at Ketharak's, I believe. And Shimmer, you had just finished purchasing some instruments and bardic scrolls kind of thing. And where were you headed after that?
I was trying to meet up with whoever ran this joint.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Forget, was it a mayor or something?
I'm calling her the governor.
Governor, that's the one.
All right. So yeah, we'll just start it with let's go Mac and Lay. You guys just found each other. You'd gotten some kebabs, if I remember correctly.
We ate street meat.
Mm-hmm. And it's very good, which doesn't taste like a small game. It's not rats or squirrels or anything like that. It tastes more like a beef or venison.
The cows are in the tower.
Yummy. We were going to go to the what's it called? We were gonna stop by the shop, the help me, garage.
Mm-hmm.
But on the way, we wanted to stop by the pawn shop. Pawn shop. Pawn, you guys. Because I remember
We
the
didn't
last
say
time.
anything. It's
Nobody
just
was
you.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Last time you were. Last time you were.
I remember things differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll go back. We'll go back.
Video evidence does not exist.
I look at the account, it's deleted.
All right. So okay, yeah, you're stopping by the pawn shop first. So that is Xanathos.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a bit more of as you get to it, it's a bit more of a permanent structure. It's not like a tent. There's an actual kind of building here. It's in the interior of one of the kind of warehouses that is a part of the wall that's kind of surrounding this area. Yeah, the back of it seems to be like all the windows are boarded up and stuff like that. The side that's the wall part. The interior is fine. It's just a shop, and there's quite a bit of stuff here. There's people walking around. It's a little bit more crowded than the outside. It's almost like a separate version of what's already happening outside. And so there's tables that's just goods out on it, and people walking around in these. It's not exactly a uniform, but it's matching outfits. It's blue shirt, black pants, just kind of walking around, helping people.
Okay. Are there like separate areas for different kinds of items, or is it just kind of like a mix and match?
It's somewhat organized.
Okay. I'll go to the part of the store that has like really valuable stuff. Like really super duper shiny valuable stuff.
That is going to be a counter towards the right of the building. And yeah, you kind of go up to it. It's glass. It's you can see into it. And yeah, you see valuables.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look behind the counter.
You can't go behind. You're at it. There's a guy.
No, I mean.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm like looking for the guy.
Yeah. There's just a guy's black hair, brown eyes. See kind of visible scars. He's got like kind of a small one kind of on his face here, but you see multiple on his arms. Looks like he's been in more than a few fights. Seems to be in pretty decent shape. And he's about 5'8" human.
Okay.
Maybe 30s. And you kind of walk up and he's just like, hello. How can I help?
Hey there. I was wondering, do you sell as well as buy stuff here?
Of course.
Alright, fantastic. Well, I've come across some valuable things that I wanted to know. Well, first of all, I want to know the value of them.
So
to understand.
You think they're valuable?
Well, I mean, if you look at them, they're pretty valuable. And I'm gonna start pulling out the 5 small golden sculptures, including the 2 with gemstones in it, like a bunch of gemstones, and also the 4 lamps made of precious. Wait, I pull them one at a time. 1 small golden sculpture with gemstones in it, 1 without, and then 1 lamp made of precious metals. So 3 of them on top of the counter first. And I'm just gonna like put them up, sort of like move them to look presentable, and I'm just gonna point at them and be like, I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, they look nice. You might have better luck with them in a larger city than this.
Oh.
But
all right.
I mean, I can buy them from you. I probably won't give you as much as if you went to the factory or something like that. But
oh, really? Wait, like what would be the difference if, say, the factory's price was 100%? What would yours be?
Well, first off, no one's going to give you 100%.
No, I mean if their price was counted as
that's
regards
the highest
to their...
you're going to get.
Yeah.
I don't. No, there's not as much call for decorative things here, so maybe 60%.
All right. Whereabouts is the fact? Do I know where the factory is?
Yeah, it's marked on your maps. It's a little bit a ways. It is a Warforged settlement. It's kind of the largest settlement in the region.
We don't see the map right now.
I know. My flippin' Roll20's frozen. Well, It is. I know where you are. It is
well, good night,
southwest
everybody.
of. Hmm?
So, well, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't roll 20.
Exiting that page.
Gilmore's Glorious Goods, y'all.
It's southwest of your current location. It's a little bit of ways. It's it'd probably be a few days travel.
Okay. Well, all right. So that's a bit far. I would like to just part with these for now. So how much would you be willing to give me for them?
Because the three of these?
Yeah.
Kind of looks at them. I'd give you 250 gold.
All right. How much would each of them individually cost? If you could tell me.
Well, the ones with the gems in it, they're a little bit more valuable. The lamp has a function, so it's a bit more valuable.
Mm.
If you were just selling me the lamp, I'd give you maybe 40 gold for it.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll do this. I'll give him one lamp, two regular golden statues, and one gemstone statue.
Okay.
So essentially
So you
adding a
just
regular
put
statue
one
in there.
regular statue?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you 280 gold.
At this point, I kind of budge up next to you, Lay, and is that really the best you can do? And I'll activate my glasses.
Okay. So he's got to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, DC 13.
Okay. Let's see if he's proficient in it. Because it's not looking so good based on the dice.
Yeah. A 13 is not very powerful.
No, it's not, but a 6 on the dice isn't very good. So
Ooh.
That is a very powerful 13.
I'm thinking he probably fails, but if he's proficient, it might be a different story. Oh, nope, he's not. So yeah, he fails. There's no possible way he succeeds. So yeah, okay, so he's charmed. I mean, I could maybe do better for you. I'd be willing to, the value for trade would be, higher if I wasn't paying you actual gold. If you, were taking items or something here, I could do better that way. If you're a, reliable, consistent source of, outside items, if you were like a long-time vendor, I could do better. So I mean, if you're interested in something like that, we could we could sit down and work out some contracts or something.
I'm looking at you, Lay. You need other stuff?
I mean, if they don't... Well, I don't suppose they have books in here.
Yeah, there's some books.
Do they have manuals?
Like to increase your...
No,
Oh.
not that kind of manuals.
Okay.
Like, like to learn tools and
Yeah,
stuff.
they had been talking about learning tech.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking into tinkering tool manuals.
Yeah,
They have
they have some stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. If they have something that I can understand that is for like, I'll say this in Lay's in character. Well, I'm looking for well, in particular, I'm looking for a manual of sorts to understand a bit more about dwarven tech and how to both dismantle and create and put together that kind of stuff, just
Okay.
to mess around with it. So if you've got any kind of
Kind of like a
guides or anything like that,
beginners kind of thing. Some easy
kind of, yeah,
projects. Some
yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we can do that. If that's all you're looking for, I could throw that in on top of the 280 gold.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, I mean, would you have the tools for it, or would I have to go look somewhere else?
Oh, some tools. I give you some tools and whatnot with it. Maybe drop it down to 275 and give you the tools in the manual.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
A generous
Sounds
deal,
good.
friend. Thank you.
Well, thank you all. Yeah, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
if you are interested in the contract thing, we're always looking for new suppliers, new vendors, and things like that. If you're going to be spending a lot of time out in the area and you're going to be coming back here to trade a lot, I would suggest, it would mean that I get first dibs on anything here. If I don't want to buy anything, you're of course welcome to sell to other providers in Portal or elsewhere.
How would that work exactly? Like, what would you get? Would you give me better prices or something?
Yeah, because basically, as it is I have to, I got to be making a profit off of this. And if I know you're going to be consistently bringing me things in, it's kind of like you're an employee. So I'm paying for the retrieval of the item and the item itself. So I'm willing to cut you in on some of the profits. So I'd say, generally like a 10% increase in how much I buy from you, or how much I pay for the stuff I buy.
In exchange for first dibs, seems like a good deal. And we should be through here, fairly frequently.
Make it 15, and I'll come straight to you every single time.
I do have other employees that I need to pay.
I am a very good explorer. I've been very far and wide.
Well, how
I
about
bring a lot.
we make it a year's contract and you can renegotiate after the year?
Okay.
All right. All right. And so, yeah, he brings you in to an office and kind of has some paperwork set up. And yeah, you guys sign a contract with Xanathos.
Whoa.
So yeah, there you go. He gives you a copy of it, and yeah, so yeah, 10% increase in base prices and all that good stuff.
Not a bad deal to get included in, seeing as I own 10 coins and more than half of them are copper.
Oh no. So I also have 275, right? From him.
Yes.
Cool. So that's -1 lamp, minus 2 regular statues, -1 gemstone statue.
D&D math.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you guys are wanting to do here before? Are we just... So now that you have that, are you still needing to go to the garage?
I don't need to hit the garage until probably close to when they're going to kick us out of town.
Okay. 275 Tinker's Tools, Tinker's Tool Guide. A year's contract of 10% plus money. Yeah, that sounds good. I think I'm done here.
Okay.
Yeah.
If nothing else, we will jump over to the people at Cataract. You were getting items identified. You were looking to buy things.
I did lots of talking last time, so if Gertie, who was not here, and Marius, who has a thing he needs to get, wants to go first, they can go first.
Yeah, I was about to say I was there, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to God since then. I don't remember.
It's all about perspective now.
Yeah. I mean, this drow person might be a god. Who knows? He's a personality, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's a vibe.
So we're still at Cataracts or whatever.
Cataract
Like,
Stringent.
yeah, it's
Hard
turning
to
into Jester.
Yeah.
It is turning into Jester. Excuse me. Do you perchance sell like incense and charcoal for rituals, or do you know where I can get some?
Cataract would of course be able to help you with this.
That's fantastic. I looking for about 50 gold's worth.
And he just kind of reaches under his desk and just pulls out just
Dope.
a packet of it. Like he knows exactly what
Of course.
what this is for.
Yep. Now I've technically already cast this pre-game. And it does require a brass brazier. Would I already have that? Do I have to buy that? I retroactively, because I will do that.
How much does it cost?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It's just a brass brazier.
Yeah, you just have to burn the incense in the brass brazier.
Oh, then yeah, it's fine. You can have one.
Okay, cool. Then I will hand him over gold. Because I really don't know what else to buy, even though I've got so much gold. Yeah. So that's really all I wanted to do in my life.
I just want to pet you guys.
Yeah.
I want to be able to bring my pet back. I want to be maybe have the option to change my pet.
He's got 1 HP. Come on.
You're way small.
Feywild is very important. I mean, look at him. Just like the bat. Cute.
Is there anything else Cataract can help you all with?
Gertie.
He remembers that, and he kind of points at you, Gertie. There was talk of sort of a magical weapon, perhaps.
How high is the counter?
It's probably about like up to here.
Okay, I go to the counter and do this. Well, I have a voice.
Russian.
Oh yeah, like that. I have a couple of items for you, my boy. Ketherick will be very pleased with them. So I have fuck is that window?
Did we not do this the other day?
No. I didn't sell anything last time. Okay. I have Ice of Charming, a Ring of X-Ray Vision, and Detect Thoughts Medallion.
Okay. Yeah, we should have done this off screen.
Thank you, Tom, for doing that much better than I did.
And a medallion of Detect Thought, you said.
Yeah.
See, I know this isn't, but I'm holding on to it. And it feels like I'm holding a giant marshmallow, and the urge to fucking put it in my mouth is so fucking strong. I
Put
need
it down,
to
man.
Put it out.
Do it.
I need to put
Do
it
it.
out of my
Do
eye.
it.
Do it for the views.
No. Oh, I cannot eat a fucking wedge of fucking bandages.
You can
It's not
certainly
good for-
try.
It's
I
true.
am not. I do not
try.
hate my digestive system that much.
He kind of looks at them. He spends a little bit of time identifying them just to make sure
You're not full of shit.
you're being legit.
Just bite them like that. They're real.
Kind of
Magical.
laughs. Cataract would be willing to give you, let's say, 1,200 gold.
That is nice. I would like a. Do you sell magical weapons? For any chance?
Cataract does, yes.
Oh, Catherine does. Oh, good, good. I'm looking for any magical daggers or short bows.
Cataract could provide both or either one.
May got to see Catharact's items.
Oh my.
He spins. He kind of walks into like a room behind this this counter and comes back out and has a couple of kind of large cases with handles on them. They kind of just look like big briefcases, really, and kind of puts them up on the counters and opens them up. And yeah, you see he's got a selection of daggers. There's about 5 of them, and then he's got 3 short bows.
May Cataract tell me what these are?
Make him tell me.
Cataract could tell you that the daggers provide a series of functions. Most just sort of kind of direct the attack, so to speak, so that it's a little bit more accurate and does a little bit more damage. And this one, and he kind of points at one that's it's kind of a steel with like kind of a blue tint to it. Design is kind of reminiscent of an icicle. And he goes, this one does sort of some amount of cold damage to those inflicted
That's
upon it. And this one,
ice
and he
cold,
points at another one that's kind of like looks like it's made of obsidian. He goes, "And this one can kind of sets fire to things."
Ooh. And how much may those be?
Alright.
I'm so sorry.
It's no worries. I know what most of them are. I just had to look up. 2. The biggest obstacle to which is just remembering the alphabet. And
Always changing.
Go Z, B, Q, A. S.
So yeah, he points towards kind of first dagger. It looks well made, you know. This one would be about 300 gold pieces. And he points to the next one. This would be about 1,000. He points to the next. This would be about 5,000. He points to the one that does fire. He goes, this would be about 1,500. And he points to the cold one and says, and this would be about 15,000.
I jab Gertie in the side because she appears to have lost the ability to speak.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
And how about those short bows?
Nothing particularly special about them. They're just sort of like the first 3 daggers, and they would be priced similar.
How much was the first dagger again? 300?
Mm.
And the second one was 1,000.
Mm.
Okay. How much you said that I would get for the items? 1,200? 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to do any RP for this. I'm going to buy a level 2 short bow. +2 short bow and +1 dagger. And
Okay.
I have 100 on me, so I just spent all of my money on this.
Okay. Cool.
Thank
Alright.
you, Ketherek, very much.
Cataract is always happy to help.
Gert is very happy to.
I look at Gertie in mystification during this whole exchange. Having had all of my items identified by the very nice man and paid him very well for them. So excuse me, just wanted to know if you had anything like that would make me a little bit harder to hit that isn't actually armor, because I don't really do armor.
Cataract has met people like this before. Of course he could help you.
Nice.
And he kind of puts up the stuff that wasn't bought and goes back into the back room and brings out some bracers of
Braces of defense, yeah.
defense. Yeah. And that is a rare. So what am I looking at price-wise? I already forgot. Here we go. All right. Cataract would be willing to sell you these for 1,000 gold.
All right, bear with. And I start digging through pockets and start pulling out all of these gems that I've got, like tucked into various places. Like dig down the side of the crop top. There's pockets in the pants, just like dropping all of these gemstones down. And I have, let me quickly do some maths. I have 7 gems worth 100, and I have 10 gems worth 50. So that's all of my 100 gold worth gems for 700. I need another 300, which is 6 of the 50 gems. So that leaves me with 4 gems worth 50 gold.
All right.
How are you so rich? Holy shit.
That's from where I broke into all those safety deposit boxes, Marius.
Oh, well,
Some of them were better at looting than others.
Yeah.
that's nice.
Gertie robbed a bank, you guys. This is...
Marius is not doing well loot-wise.
I mean, would you like the little memory figurines? Because, like, I'm not going to do anything with them. I like the potions and stuff we can use, but these little buggers, and I'll, like, point the little gold and platinum memory figurines. Could you use them? Or sell them? Or is there somewhere in town better for them?
Cataract suspects he would have buyers more interested in things like this than anyone here.
All right.
There were 6 of them.
Yeah. What do you want,
Cataract.
Gertie? What?
No, I'm. Can I case the joint?
Yeah, sure.
and see
Roll me to investigate.
what's his
Stash.
well, more like what's his way of preventing theft.
Don't. Oh, no.
No! Fucking
Oh.
no!
I will cry. Just.
But yes, well, Tom does that. It was 6. 6
Okay.
of the little figurines.
Cataract would give you 1,300 gold for the lot.
That sounds incredibly reasonable. I could have kept some of those gems. That's all right. Okay, yeah, deal. And I
Alright.
will reach up over the counter because I'm shorter than Gertie and just be like,
Yeah, you're like a solid foot away, so you kind of walk up to it and place.
no, I do this really elegant little hop and like
Mm.
parkour slightly off the front, so I'm propped on the edge, just like suspending my weight and doing the handshake.
Oh,
Good.
okay. Oh, you're doing the kid thing where you've like lifted yourself
Yeah,
up off the
exactly
ground.
that. Exactly that.
12.
So,
12. All right. You don't see any thing other than some locks on a few cases and things like that.
can I see what Gertie's doing? Can Marius see what Gertie is doing?
I'm just
How
looking
subtle is she
around.
being?
You're looking around, but to try and hide what you're doing, I'll say you can roll me a deception or a stealth.
I am going to roll a stealth check, but before that, I am going to put my hood up.
Okay.
That definitely doesn't look shady. You're in a fancy shop and you put your
It's
hood
like
up.
halfway up, like over here, and it's
We
it's
are
fancy
going
To
to
die.
die.
We're gonna die.
We are going to die.
stuff. That's good. Of course.
Oh man.
Stealth, you said?
Mhm.
20.
Okay.
Christ. Do we roll even?
I mean, this is going to be more about a passive thing.
I mean,
if,
she just walked off though.
if your passive perception or your passive insight is 20 or above, you see what's going on.
No, it's a
Mine's
17
17.
in the insight.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh man, we're not responsible for this in any way, and I can't convince my way out of here because I'm a cleric.
Hmm. You guys just see Gertie kind of just being bored and walking around, just window shopping.
Dying once wasn't enough for you? Jesus.
You know what I'm doing?
This is the voice of Jade judging you.
This is the voice of someone slightly more familiar with Keterak just crying, holding
But yeah,
back.
So delighted.
Yeah, so
You're
I
not
will-
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
Mac wouldn't be delighted, but Sarah's so delighted.
yeah, right. Well, that's happening. Actually, David, I'll just ask this. Though I suppose I could ask Kethrak because he was able to spot the dwarven stone that Riz has got in their hand.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, so Kethrak, this thing that produces water, I won't set it off in here because you have a lot of nice things, and I'd hate to damage something. Is that water like good for drinking? Is it like safe water? I could put some in a jug for you. I think.
Ketherak suggests you do not do that, but yes, it should be safe to drink.
Oh, holy shit. Marius, we do not need to worry about water ever again.
I didn't realize that was an issue.
Ketherak
Well-
would remind you that there isn't any real ability to control the pressure of the water upon its release.
That's fine. I'm creative. But thank you.
It will be fun.
Like, I've stuck my face in, well, it wasn't quite a geyser, but, similar. Be fine. Absolutely fine.
Oh man, if only you knew what Gertie was doing, you could, like a bad pet, just bad. Spray water at them.
The back of a head. which
Too bad.
requires a strength saving throw to not be knocked prone. It's the most extreme pet training method ever. Fuck.
I am going to unintentionally bump into something, and
Okay.
like it falls on its own. I don't like take it and put it down. I just with my elbow and
Okay, so you're bumping something over?
yeah,
And then...
like
putting
an
it back
item from the shelf.
Mm-hmm. God. Okay. Roll me a... What are you trying to steal it, or are you just trying
No,
to...
no. I'm just trying for it to just bump
Okay,
it down on the
give me
ground.
give me a deception.
Why are you like this?
My deception. Where's my deception? Okay.
Had to do this while we were still in the tent with you.
Yeah.
14.
All right.
Now we look like
if
we're
anyone's passive
helping.
insight is above a 14,
Yep.
Yeah.
you all
Sure
you
is.
see Gertie knock a thing over very exaggeratedly.
Hey, Marius, do
be
you think we
like,
should leave?
whoops.
Marius, should we go?
I'll.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I think-
sorry.
I think we are toddler is getting bored and antsy and needs to be taken
I
somewhere
take it
else
and put it
where
back
she can
on
where
the
she can let
shelf.
off steam, you know?
You do what?
I put it back
Put
on
it
the
back.
shelf.
Okay, put it back on the shelf. Okay. So they're currently trying to push you out of the shop right now.
Just
I
by the
go.
neck, the cloak, just
Yeah.
Yeah, like hands in the small of the back, just like we're leaving.
What?
was not.
What?
You've got a
I'm not
nice
doing
shop
anything.
here. See ya.
Yeah, well, thank you for all the help. Really nice place. Poking
was
Gertie in
very
the kidney
pleased.
from the back, just like.
Ketterak hopes to do business again with you soon.
I'll tell our friends. Yeah, thanks.
We definitely remember your name.
Do svidania.
Okay. All right. So Shimmer, you're out and about looking for the governor.
That'd be right.
Okay. Just give me an investigate. Because you don't know what the governor looks like, so you can't just be like, well, that's the governor. So no perception.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of takes the better part of an hour, but you kind of talk to people and you get pointed here and there, and as you go, you're kind of honing in on where she may be. And you finally find yourself approaching what seems to be, based on description that you've gotten, the governor. Middle-aged human woman, kind of wearing like arcane robes and carrying a staff and things like that. She's got kind of olive skin, light brown hair, and green eyes. A little freckled, and yeah, about 5'5".
Cool.
And you approach. She doesn't not really paying attention to you. She's at you find her at the spell exchange.
Great. Is she the only one there? Are there other people there?
There's a lot of other people here, and they all seem to be kind of an arcane mindset.
All right then. Let's see.
It's think like half library, half like social club. Like there's books and stuff around, a lot of tables and people just sitting at them drinking and like kind of looking at books. You see people comparing notes and stuff like that.
Okay. As I approach, I'm going to flourish my cloak of many fashions and make myself look just a tiny bit more extra.
Okay. You fit in very well. Everyone looks a little extra here.
Excuse me.
At the mayor or the governor.
Yes, at the governor.
Okay, she kind of turns around. How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
Okay, so about the same height. So just kind of looks you. You're on eye level with each other, and she just kind of says, "Oh, hello."
I have been hearing lots and lots of things about you, and I am just so unbelievably happy that I could run into you like this.
Okay.
You are the governor of Portal, correct?
I am.
Wonderful. Do you mind if I have a word with you privately?
Who are you?
The people that know me best, they call me Shimmer. I'm from the south, but if you would look here, and I'll extend my my papers to her. I also go by another name, Oriella Oleander.
Okay.
I come from Onyx.
Oh. Are you one of the brave that have recently left?
That's correct.
Oh. Are you here with the rest of your traveling companions?
I am.
Well, I'm, trying to kind of make a point to talk to anyone from that group who's come through here. So, would you mind maybe before you all leave? Actually, we want to make sure it's not too late. So, maybe after lunch, would it be all right if I met with your group? If you could find everyone for me, we can meet here.
You would like us all to just meet right here?
Sure, just for ease of finding me. We'll be kind of taking a little bit of a tour, but
I could arrange that. But do you mind if I speak to you privately for just a moment before I fetch everyone? I just have one question.
Okay. Um. So she rolled a 23 insight on you. What do you think that would reveal to her about your current motivations?
That I'm likely non aggressive in my intentions, and more specifically trying to keep what I have secretive from anyone else that might be inside of this shop.
Okay. Sure. Um. I guess follow me.
Okay, great.
Just kind of walks you out and goes towards the wall, which the wall is, not a very great term for it. It's more like just buildings that have their intersections and like, walkways and stuff walled off in between them. And then the buildings are fortified. And so she just takes you into one of these buildings on the wall. It seems to have, you're not sure what it was, but it must have been some kind of place for kind of smaller businesses. It's about 3 stories tall, and there's kind of on this interior. There's a large window on the front of it, and then there's 2 doors. One of the doors um, looks like it must go like upstairs or something like that, and then the other one opens into just this bottom floor. And as you walk in, it looks to be kind of an office. It's well kept, and she kind of sits down behind a desk. She goes, "Well, this is my office. It's about as secure as anything gets out in the commons here."
Oh wow, this is far nicer than I expected. Um, I really just wanted to ask: are there any mm, odd things that have been going on around here of late? Anything that would stick out?
Okay. Um,
Something that seems not just out of place, but also possibly coerced, maybe?
so some kind of intentional thing, not just like, oh, the weather's weird or something.
Yes.
Um, there's nothing too mysterious happening. I can tell you that we've had reports that a group of storm chasers have been moving into the area, which isn't exactly unusual, but it's never good news to hear that they've moved in. But the weather's it's that season. There's going to be some storms and whatnot. So
All right. Um, do you by any chance do you have any interest in perhaps something greater than what is going on here today? This city, what's going on here, the what they're doing.
So, like aspirations beyond my current station kind of thing?
I have. This is difficult to discuss because it's unclear at this point who I can and cannot trust. I would be taking a leap of faith with you if I was to explain everything to you.
Mm-hmm. Without knowing more of what you're speaking of, I'm not sure I can help you. Because I honestly have no idea what you're getting at right now.
Yeah, I was afraid as much. Perhaps I've come at a bad time. I'm looking for more information about this. I'm going to hold up that book that I keep writing in.
Okay.
Have you seen anything like this before?
What's the book? For David.
It is a plain black book with a canvas binding filled with white parchment pages that will hold no ink, no charcoal, and no markings of any kind.
So are you giving it to her to inspect, or are you just holding up a black book?
I'm giving it to her to inspect.
She kind of looks at it. I assume there's something more to it than it's a blank book.
Let me show you. And I'll flip a couple of pages in, and I'll extend out a graphite pen.
Mm-hmm.
Please, just write your name.
She's just going to write hello. And so nothing happens. It's just
the hello would go on, and then almost immediately as the pen moved past it, the letters would begin to sort of vanish.
Okay. So and she's gonna kind of take a second and kind of grips her staff a bit more tightly. You see it glow somewhat. And is there anything else she needs for this?
Cataract Shady Shack for all your.
Okay. You see her eyes begin to glow somewhat. And yeah. And she begins looking through the book as if she's reading it.
Is it something more than what it appears to be?
What do you think it is?
Right now, I think that it's a way for me to not feel so alone at night. But I don't know what it could be.
Well, without reading it in its entirety, which would be somewhat difficult, my guess would be it's some way to pass hidden messages. With the right abilities or maybe a companion item, you could probably read what's been written in here. It seems like there's a lot of writing over previous writings in the first few pages. Once you get into more the middle of it, it's not as cluttered. But I would guess it's old and just a way for someone to keep secrets between select people.
It came from my father's library. Um, I took it because I felt like it must be important. But the more I've spent with it, the more I'm curious as to what its origin could be. You've done much to tell me what you have so far. That's far better than I had.
With its, I mean, the origin of items like this, we usually find them in, having been made during the catastrophe wars. Spying and espionage was a bit more in demand at the time, and a lot of those things kind of float around. But I would guess this is either much newer than that, or that it was somehow lost or hidden away for a long period of time. Because, as I said, it's not overly cluttered. The first, 10 pages or so are almost unreadable. But, and I suspect that just has to do with people just, testing it out, not really with any importance behind what's going on. But, yeah, some of the stuff in the middle here, it's, people talking about plans, important things, rituals.
You said that perhaps I could read it if I had something else?
It would be a significant something else. It's no small feat of magic that I'm able to read it. It's about the best I can do.
Okay. Well, I suppose that gives me a direction to head in then.
If you're if you're trying to find it, my suggestions would be to maybe find old government buildings or something like that, places where there would be need to be able to read hidden messages.
I hadn't even thought about it.
A lot of those have been picked over pretty clean by now. It's been a long time, but it's a big city, and this area of it is not well explored. Habitation in the area has only been, people have only been moving back into the Dreamspire for, I'd say, about 800 years, and it takes a long time for things to develop, stay there, and things like that. So, yeah, there's going to be places that have items like this you're looking for, but anything like that is going to mean active defenses, things like that, places that people didn't go because it was too dangerous or too difficult.
Okay. Well, that's expressly helpful. Thank you very much. I hope that, simply because I'm not entirely certain what this could end up being, that we can keep this between the two of us for now.
I see no reason to
I
expose
just-
our secret.
I have good intentions. I believe me, I do. I just don't know that. I don't know that I can trust everything and everyone.
Have you ever heard, to be cautious of people that overuse honestly?
I suppose you're right.
Well, I won't tell anyone about this because, as I said, I see no reason to. But I'll be upfront with you. When someone tells me I have good intentions, I usually suspect they don't.
Because the people that normally have good intentions don't need to say that.
Yes.
I understand. Just it's silly. Just forget it. Just thank you for helping me as much as you did. I'll be sure that I bring everyone to meet you.
Of course. Yeah, so just, let's call it 2 hours.
Okay, certainly.
All right. And
Then I guess I'll leave.
All right. And do you try and find other people?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and find everybody. I suppose the first person I'm gonna look for is Marius.
Oh,
Of course.
you're gonna maybe find us dragging a dwarf out of a store, which is
I
great.
kind of want to do a thing before that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You won't.
All right. Well, that's going on. I'm not going to make you roll a perception to find Marius, as he sticks out a lot here, so it's not going to be hard to find the tall guy.
And he smells delicious.
Ah, I like that.
That was kind of.
No.
Anyways.
What are you doing, Tom? What are you doing?
Okay, Okay.
Hmm.
I get it. Riz, your hands are very firm. I don't quite know how I feel about that. Marius, you're a sweet boy. I kind of want to do a little something. I take out the magical box where the golem popped out of,
Yeah.
and I open it up. Open it up.
Is this the one that's like a room inside, as opposed to the one which is a portable a bag of holding stuck inside a box, which Lay has, as well as the frog in a box?
Yeah, this is the one that has stairs.
Like a room, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
See the stairs?
Yeah.
Kinda wanna go there.
You want to go inside a box?
Yeah.
Can't that wait till the rest of us are like also just like the rest of the party are there? Just I know, but like we don't know what is in there.
Well, can't it wait?
Okay.
I'm not saying no, don't do it. I'm saying don't do it right this second.
Yeah, like I really wanna check that out, but I mean,
Let's get everybody together. Like I could do with eating something.
they might
Oh,
want to
you're
check it out
right.
too.
Yeah, and besides, I got like potions I want to give people. Hey, speaking of Marius, did you want any of these? Like, I know you
Huh.
can do healing yourself, but like the water breathing or the animal friendship or anything? Like, 'cause Lay can kind of do that anyway, right? so I don't see what they'd want it.
I mean, I don't really know what I'd use that for, but I could hold on to it.
I've got like room in my bag. It's just more if you wanted it. What sort of potions did you get, Gertie? Actually, should we wait for everybody to get together? We could get like a kind of a thing going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Alright.
I
So-
want something deep fried and spicy.
Lay and Mac, what are you guys?
So I want to find the others.
Um,
That's what I'm gonna
Well,
do.
unless you have other errands, I figure we could walk and talk while we go find our friends.
yeah, that works. I mean, yeah. I was wondering if I should keep or give away or hide the box I found. You know, the one with the frog. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I know about the frog. Did you ever figure out a way to talk to it? You can talk to animals and stuff.
You know, well, I tried several times in several different ways, but the one that I thought would have been effective was me turning into a frog and going in there to try and talk to it, and I think it was flirting with me. So it was I wasn't quite prepared to face that, so I left.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
might say you got a horny toad.
No, I mean, don't say that. Fuck.
Bravo.
Thank you for that. It's a bearded one for sure. But I want to know more about it. I just don't know how. I mean, there's not exactly a frog in a box specialist. At least I don't think so. The world is fucking weird.
Well, if you couldn't turn into a frog and talk to it, could we turn it into a people and have it talk to you?
Oh, well, I couldn't talk to it. That's the problem. I couldn't understand it. It kept going ribbit, ribbit. But, you know, whenever I tried to sort of talk to it, it felt very difficult. And I feel like if we take it out of the box, it's really uncomfortable. And it kind of feels like taking a fish out of water. I don't want to do things to it that might kill it because it's the frog that's being focused with this box. So I don't
Where
know.
did you guys find this box?
It was in one of the security deposits in the building we all met in. Well, we met you in.
So I guess it's a valuable frog.
Apparently. Maybe. I just want to know why this box is focusing in some kind of dimension that involves this frog. What happens if this frog dies? Does it go to a different frog? Is the box innate? I need to answer these questions, Mac.
Huh. Well, and how long was it in there, and does the frog eat? And if so, where does the food come from?
Well, it's kind of like... Have you ever scried on anything? Ever, like, looked into the life of something else from above or from the side or anything? Imagine someone's living their life and you're looking down at them from a window up above. That's kind of what's going on here. I mean, it was riding some kind of mechanical thing that was taken it places, like a cart with only 2 wheels. And it was eating in its home, like a tiny little plate with a steak and everything. And then it was doing paperwork in an office. It's weird. And the location changes too when it moves.
Are we sure it's a real frog and not an illusory frog? Maybe that's why you couldn't talk to it.
That's a good... Well, we could interact. I just couldn't understand it.
Huh. I don't know. I guess we could find a frog expert or a box expert.
Magic.
Let's see. Yeah, magic box frog expert.
Magic box frog expert. Now, where do we find a magic box frog expert?
I don't know, but honestly, that seems as valid as any of the other arcane schools, okay?
Yeah. I feel like that's our next goal, Mac. Thank you. I feel a little less insane talking about this with you.
You don't sound it.
Well, I mean, if you have a frog in a box that does paperwork and stuff, that's the kind of thing I could see wanting to ask a friend if they see that too. But yeah, I see that too.
Yeah. Okay, good.
You did this, David. You did this.
Yeah, you did
Yes.
this.
Anyone up for starting a band called Frog in a Box?
Hops gonna jump later.
Toad the wet sprocket.
Totally.
No.
Oh god, I made a pun that made Tom face desk. The world is ending.
Yeah.
Good work.
Apocalyptic.
Let's get these asshole teens in the same place at the
Okay,
same time.
so yeah, you're looking for people. I'm going to say, kind of everyone meets up around the time that people are convincing Gertie not to step into this magical box in the middle of the street.
Would be more in like a side alley, but
Don't be a
Gertie
baby.
you see Gertie in the middle of the street.
Impromptu street magic for everyone.
And what does this
Hello,
box
guys.
look like?
Yeah, what does that? But is it another? It's not a security deposit style box. This was like a small chest, right?
Yeah, it's a wooden chest. It's about like a foot tall.
And that's in your bag of. Where are you? Are you just carrying this box?
I guess I am.
Yeah, just strapped
No
to your
won-
back or something.
Yeah, no
Because,
wonder
like,
you walked
yeah,
into
because-
something.
Yeah, because I assume it's like strapped below your bag or on top of your bag or something.
Yeah, something.
I mean,
like
she's
that.
a dwarf, so I
Yeah,
guess
it's stocky. Stout.
it
Yeah, we couldn't tell.
it doesn't look too weird.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Fucking hell.
So
So
yeah,
all right, you guys, how's it going? Oh my
Yeah.
god, we're
Shimmer's
Oh,
kind
hey.
of approaching as well, seeing Marius kind of above the rest of the crowd.
Mac, do you have food for us as well, or?
do we need to find food? I could do with eating something.
Mac like
assuming you
swallows
just-
the last bit and
Yeah.
holds up an empty stick. Like, I can show you where the card is.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I've got
we
a
were
thing
looking for that.
you, Mac, actually.
All right. Is it another hat?
Tragically no.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out the grey potion and give that I've got and give that to you. It's a potion of stone giant strength.
Ooh.
And like I got a couple more potions, and also, oh yeah, so Mac, you know your funky little gem thing you got going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, like apparently that needs surgery to be removed. So be careful with that. But that's
Okay.
like a dwarf stone, and like we got a bunch of them. They all do different shit.
Huh,
Like
cool.
there's one here that I think Gertie's got it. Like it's that one that the weird fireman was using. And like when you hit something, you can do like you can make things sort of like crumble, and you can like channel it through a weapon or just punch somebody, which I thought was a good idea. But like I've already got this one, and we got one that can make you smarter, and one that can make you resist fire, and like I got all these other potions as well. So like Gertie got some
Wow.
potions too.
Thank you for this. I will treasure it, I say, looking dubiously at the grey liquid.
Yeah, no, I don't get what that little like toenail or whatever it is, but apparently it works. The guy who identified it seemed very reasonable. Said his own name a lot, but you know, you meet all sorts.
Yeah.
Hey, Riz,
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you say something about stones that make you do things?
yeah. Like we got a bunch of them. Like Gertie's now got one that makes you like super fast. You can like do stuff quicker. I don't know. Mechanically, it gives a second attack.
It's the ones we found. They're like,
Like the
know,
little
and I
elliptical ones.
just
And like
point
this one.
at their hand.
Like this one.
Oh, wow.
Also that.
But like they do sort of like fuse with your body, and then you can't get them out unless like somebody extracts you. But they're
Well,
pretty badass.
I turn into things every day, so I don't really care what I turn into next.
Alright.
What was that thing you said about it sort of letting you hit harder or something?
Yeah, the Gertie's got that one. It's the one that does force damage.
Wait, Gertie infused that into her?
No,
Nope.
Gertie hasn't fused with it. Gertie just has it.
Oh, okay.
I showed the 2 stones. And then pocket them. And
Kitty?
shuffle the pockets.
Gertie, don't be a cunt.
Just
We just had to bodily
I'm
walk
just
you out of a shop so you
showing
didn't steal something.
the rocks.
Wait, you were gonna steal something? I thought you were
No.
just gonna smash the place. Which seems really rude, because, I mean, Cataract seemed pretty okay. He had a nice store.
Why,
I wasn't.
why are you stealing stuff?
I
and
wasn't
smashing things?
stealing stuff. I
Oh.
was just looking around to see what protection there was in the shop in case anyone would like to attack it or something.
I want an insight check, Gertie.
Do we need an inside check for that? You know, in case someone were to attack it. That's what I do when I go shopping.
That's a 19 deception.
Yeah, tough shit. That's a 21.
I believe Gertie. I'm nodding at you, Gertie. I'm saying, yeah, it's good to have somebody watching out. You know, these guys
Right,
don't always
right.
understand tactics like you and I do. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Exactly.
This is a civilized kind of place, and I don't think.
I am very civilized. Know what
I
you
just
mean by
meant that they don't really need random people to sort of inspect their store. I'm sure.
I am no random people. I'm good.
I mean, Cataract is kind of a random person to us, so I feel like the opposite.
Yeah, like
Kinda.
he's the only drow I've met other than Lay. Like, strange
Wait.
character.
A drow?
Yeah, he like identified all our shit, and I got these, and I hold up these funky braces I'm now wearing.
He's got a really cool hat, like all just pastel. Jesus, English.
He does like to talk about
Faded
it.
colors.
He does like refer to himself by his own name, which is kind of odd. But you know, you get used to it really fast.
It
mean,
it
never-
helps to remember, remembering the name.
Gertie
That's
kinda
true.
like that.
Don't you start, please. That was like
Marius
you
kind of
have
likes that as well.
Riz is gonna fuck off and leave you all here to your shit if you don't fucking knock it off.
Mac,
Huh.
Marius
Um,
is saddened by that idea and will stop.
I go over to Mac. I take out this potion, and you're most of the time in the front lines, right?
Try to be.
Well, this will make you breathe fire. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, it's a good day for Mac.
While we're sharing, Gertie, you're
Yeah.
pretty good at sussing shit out.
Mhm,
Have that one. I hand you a red one.
mhm.
Mind reading.
Ooh. Thank you very much. Wait a minute, I need to write this out.
Good idea. I've also got like a
Um,
healing potion and a water breathing potion, and one for making friends with animals.
But I'm friends with animals anyway.
Well, that's what I
Um,
thought.
All I need, all I like actually is if I may, Gertie, if it's all right with you, if I can take that one stone from you, and also
one?
I need to find this,
Hang
the one that
the damage one.
the force. And I need.
Well,
I was
Elias, here's the thing. I quite like that stone. I don't know.
You're not willing to put it in your hand, though.
Maybe at some point.
Well, how about Lay just keeps it in them for the time being, like safekeeping, and if we find somebody that can put it in you, then...
But we'll have to remove that, and that seems harsh.
Well, I have a better dagger now, so that wouldn't be that.
Look at my
bad.
dagger. It does 1 extra point of damage.
Hey,
It's
that one
real
extra point of
sharp, man.
damage matters, all right? You guys swinging ineffectually at the magic stuff and the constructs. Us over here with the +1 succeeding where you fail.
Wow! Wow!
I'll just
Well,
call my god.
You're gonna tell your god on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ah.
sick the traveler on you.
Yeah, you're gonna
Okay.
wake up with an apple pie bedroll. Just like...
You might.
well,
Got ideas
Gertie,
now.
Gertie, let me put it this way. I turn into animals most of the time, and as an animal, in this landscape, there are very few things that I can hurt with my claws. I mean, you saw the constructs. If I can do some sort of magical damage to them, that would be really good. Besides, you fight really well without help. I'm just saying. I mean, you're really good at fighting people.
Is she really though? Like, I've seen her miss like a whole bunch of times and just be stood right at the back.
I'm just doing that thing that people talk about, which is called kissing ass. I'm
Never
hoping
heard
it'll
of it.
work.
Never heard of it.
So
What is it?
everyone
Good.
can
It sounds
kind of hear you,
disgusting.
so
She was really good at attacking the
I'll
store.
put that idea in the vault, and I'll revisit it later down the point. Okay.
Is the vault the chest? Because we're gonna do some things with that chest.
No.
Oh, okay.
Second thing, I was talking to Mark about finding out what the fuck this frog in a box is, because I don't know, and it's pissing me off.
You should totally take that to see Cataract.
He's a friend, I think.
I'll
He
bet
knows
he'd
about
like
magic
it.
stuff? Is he a frog expert or a box expert or a wizard?
Some
He's
kind of magic
interesting.
type. Definitely interesting.
Do you want to go check it out, Lay?
Yeah.
At the
Have
very
we-
least, it'd
have
be
we
amusing.
Seen that Shimmer's approaching, by the way.
Yeah.
Shimmer's
yeah.
already
Shimmer.
there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
making
been
hard
for a
eyes.
good
I feel
20,
it.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
She's making an entrance.
Right. Hello, Marius. And everyone else.
I put the
Hi.
potion I was going to give her back in my bag.
What?
Fuck you then.
Were you just alone? Where were you up to?
Oh, just this and that. Just
What's that? I point to the new sitar.
just something I picked up.
What is it?
It's a sitar.
What's that?
It's a
What is it?
Yeah.
it's a musical instrument.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
When we left Onyx, I left my good one behind.
Yeah.
Fuck
We didn't even
yes.
have to try and.
Yeah, I left my good one behind, and I had to get something new here.
Not fair.
Did you find the kebabs? They're really good.
Kebabs?
Yeah, you put meat on a stick, seasoning, grill it, tasty and delicious. You want to try the spicy ones, though. The other ones just aren't the same.
Wait. What kind of meat?
That is really not the point. Come on, it's this way. Let's walk and talk.
Before we go anywhere, let's go to this side alley.
Okay. Why? What will happen there?
Let's all inconspicuously step into a side alley.
David, while we surreptitiously step into a side alley, what time of day have we gotten to? Because I know we got here very early.
Mm-hmm.
So-
It's probably about like 1 p.m.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Took a few hours to get everything identified and people.
Yeah. Gotcha. Thank you.
I'll put the box down in the side
And-
alley.
I guess so everyone knows, it is still extremely foggy, and on and off through the day it's kind of been raining. So it's not a great time to be doing outdoor shopping like. But
Just rain.
yeah, but it's something you guys have to deal with. You're used to having to or be out in the weather and whatnot.
What are you talking about? Rain is a great time to be outside and do
I
things
thought rain
outside.
was a great time to sleep.
It's not nearly as cold as it had been when you slept outside in the rain.
You guys are so mean.
Great decisions. Let's get a cold.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sarah. Thank
So
you.
yeah, there's a light rain right now, and it's about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So what is that? So it's like 14 Celsius, somewhere in that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That seems really nice right about now. If you could send that my way.
Mhm. So
I'm going to put the box under like a roof.
Like an awning.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much in the way of like side alleys here. This area seems to be relatively cleared out, but you find a place that offers some amount of protection from visible.
So, there are stairs in this, and I open it up. See, we'll need someone to stay here, keep a lookout, so that no one just nicks the box with all of us inside.
Why are we all going inside?
Well, I really want to go inside. I know some of you will want to go inside.
What's in there?
We don't
No.
There you
know.
go.
Right, that's the whole point.
Adventure.
If you want, I can stay outside.
Shimmer, you're coming with us.
It'd be fun.
I'll stay
What?
staying Howard.
But why?
It will be very fun.
It's more safe for you
Also that.
and all of us.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I thought they just didn't trust you.
I mean, it's a new settlement. Who knows, man?
Well, I mean, if
Nothing,
it's
Shimmer.
safe for Shimmer, it's not safe for any of us on our
My
own.
point's more like
Or
Shimmer.
on-
No offense to Shimmer, kind of draws attraction to herself. What would be in shimmery?
She is
That's
fancy. She
true.
doesn't look like she
Oh.
belongs in an alley with a box. by
Also,
herself.
Like,
it's
that's kind of my
it's
point.
cold and wet.
People are gonna ignore me.
Oh.
People couldn't ignore Shimmer if they wanted to. Look at her. Like, look. And I gesture up and down a couple of times. You tried
I look at
ignoring
her.
that? Have you? Like, I've tried. Believe me, I've tried.
Believe me, I've tried.
Shimmer,
mean-
go in the fucking box. It's fine. I'll stand outside.
I don't
Well,
know
let's
if I
look
want to
at-
go into a box with Gertie.
It's not just Gertie going. Mac's going too. Marius is going, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Are you
go on,
going,
go on.
Marius?
Oh.
Looks into the camera. Yeah, like I said, there's adventure in there. Might be fun.
I slowly start stepping in as I'm looking at all of them. Just
Can please somebody go down to the box with Yeti?
Okay, it's very thin.
I put up my hood.
Stair, kind of down there. You kind of have to scrunch up against the.
Okay.
And they're kind of steep, especially for you, Gertie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just saying you're fat.
Wow.
Wow.
I would say
I just like
dwarven
my
legs.
kebab, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the stairs are not made with dwarven legs in mind, so you're kind of having to like do the like one stair at a time, kind of hobble down, like do some little jumps.
That's kind of adorable.
And okay, so Gertie's going down, Marius is going down, Shimmer's going
We're
down.
going down.
Max
Max
going down.
Okay.
Is Lay
Lay
going
coming?
down, or is Lay hanging outside in the rain?
This is a different kind of going down than D&D parties usually do.
Oh my.
Depends
I
on
imagine
if Riz wants to or not.
Riz isn't going into the box. Riz has already said that they're going to keep watch.
Well, I'll die in the box. It's fine.
Lay's gonna stay up as well.
Okay. So the four of you, one at a single file, go down these stairs. It's only takes you down about 10 feet, and the box opens up into what is probably like a 4-foot by 8-foot room. There's a very cramped desk in one of the corners, and above the desk are like a couple rows of shelves, and some places are there's a couple of spots for torches on the walls, but there aren't any torches in here at the moment. And there's beside the desk a little like mannequin stand that looks like it could hold the armor.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to... Is there a light inside?
There's not at the moment, no.
Okay, I'll take out my light stone
Okay.
and light it up. And first thing, I'm going to look for... No. Yes, I am going to look for traps.
Okay, give me an investigate.
I will guidance you. So,
Thank you.
add a
Neat.
D4.
What?
What are you doing? Man?
David,
Uh-huh.
what happens if I close the lid of the box?
My God.
We all die.
Okay. You close the lid?
Yes.
Okay, so after everyone kind of gets down the stairs enough, the light from above, it wasn't much light because it was it's a cloudy, rainy day with a lot of fog, just stops right as you're like, well, it's a little dim in here. Let me get the light out. And then you're just in pitch black darkness with this light stone.
23 investigation.
Okay. Yeah. You find a little there's something odd about the last step down the stairs. You find there's kind of a spring-loaded kind of mechanism to it. It's a pressure plate. And it seems like that upon stepping on the last step, the bottom step itself is kind of made to kind of like jut out. You're not really sure what will happen.
Gertie,
Yes.
I don't like your box.
No one makes
So far,
you
it's a little dark.
like the box.
Also, extremely cramped for 4 people. The desk is taking up a lot of the 4 by 8 foot space.
Do not step on the last step of the stairs. That's
Got
down
it.
here, please.
All
Not yet.
right.
I'm gonna look through the desk.
I'd like to check out the books or whatever's on the shelves.
Yeah. You kind of go over there. There's not much in the desk or on the shelves. The shelves, you see like a map of the area kind of rolled up and put on there. There seems to be a journal of some kind, and you kind of look in it and kind of flip through, and it's maybe in a language you don't read, but you're not really understanding what's there. The desk itself, there's not much to it. You see on the floor, it looks like there's this has been used. People sat at the desk recently. There's not a lot of dust in here. And you just find some loose papers and things like that. They don't seem to be organized very well, but upon looking at them, like notes on the interior of buildings and things like that, addresses. Looks like kind of just haphazard personal notes of someone who's been exploring the city, and they're just kind of like taking notes on things that they've explored and like little bit. It doesn't make a lot of sense to you. It looks like it's more of a meant to be like a reminder, like this, so you don't forget things and stuff like
Anything that piques my interest in.
I mean, yeah, it looks like there's a few locations that seem to have been somewhat important to them that they've whoever this is has gone to kind of farm for equipment and resources and stuff like that. And they generally have some kind of address or something like that. They're not always super complete. So if you could spend some time with these notes and the map and the journal and stuff like that, and try and decipher things about this person's explorations.
Okay,
but
cool.
It's nothing immediate.
So that's all there is.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of a barely. Looking at it, you see like little crumbs here and there on the ground, kind of a barely used.
Can I put the journal and the plants in like a bag of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that. So I was kind of expecting there might be something bad happening in here again. So if you guys could go out and I'll try that last step.
Why? The last step I meant. I mean, if this seems to be rather boring so far.
It might be a trap. It might be like a hiding place for something nice.
Right. Well,
maybe Marius, if you could stand behind me in case like
I was gonna say,
yeah.
we'll just go out. Like, I'll look in and keep tabs.
Sounds fair.
I clap you on the shoulder, Gertie. Good luck. I leave the box.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just make sure my like dark vision eye patch is really secure so I can totally see Gertie.
Okay. All right. So does everyone leave? Except Gertie.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Gertie, the pressure plate, it's not very sensitive. It seems like a fairly good amount of weight needs to be on it before it will activate. So you are going to have to stand on it.
I will.
Death 2.
I am going to stand on it.
We'll just be back in a week to find you.
So you stand on it. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
You're supposed to be good at this, Rogue.
And a 1.
No.
One adjacent?
Dexterity saving throw. 10.
Okay. So you kind of step on it, and you're like, oh, this isn't really any, like, nothing's happening. So you kind of like have to, you start to do like a little bounce on it because you're like, maybe I don't weigh enough. And right as you do that, the step just shoots out, and you find yourself falling backwards. And
that's
you
bad.
kind of get a little bit of a look behind you as
Oh no.
this device unfolds, and you fall into a black hole.
Oh,
And then you see above you as the step moves back in, the device folds up, and
so
door closes,
A
and
box in a box.
you fall 10 feet, taking 6 points of damage,
Should be
and
fine.
there's a bit of rattling. With your dark vision, you see that you have landed on the remains of at least one person.
Oh.
So I'm just looking through this, going. So Gertie just got thrown into a thing. She's gone. A thing opened up. She just.
I take out my lights.
This is a problem.
I'm gonna go back in the box. We've got a problem.
All right.
I hate David giggling.
Where's Gertie?
I drink my potion of flying.
Okay.
I take out my light stone and try to fly up
Okay.
from where I
You can fly about 10 feet up before you meet resistance.
I knock on it.
Okay. So who all's going back in?
Yeah.
I mean,
Avoiding that one step.
I'm going in immediately. We said we've got a
Also-
problem, so where the fuck is Gertie?
Are you avoiding the last step?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell everyone because that seems important.
Gertie told me earlier.
Yeah, we good.
I'm chewing on a good berry. Seasoned with garlic pepper.
Yeah, it's usually like I was thinking about the phrasing, and it's like you usually ask if you want some salt with the food or some seasoning with the food. This time it's like the first time I've ever thought about it the other way around. You want
Yeah,
some
no,
food with that
literally-
seasoning?
Riz was hungry, so they literally used their Hewitt's handy spice pouch and just summoned some garlic pepper and was just like,
We need a crowdfund Riz of Salt Lick.
Yes. I mean, I had a spice pouch. It's good.
Gert, you kind of pounding on the top of this whole. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
What's a weird sound for a strength check?
1. Not natural. That was a
Oh,
2.
okay.
-1. No, wait.
Funny.
Strength
The
check.
dirty one?
Wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, 1.
The dirty one.
31.
Okay.
The dirty
Yep.
one.
The
It's not
dirtiest.
budging. This is. You're kind of pounding it. It's just. You're not hearing noise from it. It's just kind of. It's a little bit like malleable. And so it feels like you're like trying to pound on a blanket, but it's kind of taut.
So up above, room's empty, and we're hearing nothing.
Well, Mario saw this
Mario
happen.
saw? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the place that the thing disappeared to. Cause
I
the whole...
told all of you guys about the last step, okay?
Yeah. We're super avoiding that one. We're just like taking the time to place red tape on it. Like, don't.
So Marius, what did you see?
She got thrown into a hole.
Where? Under the stair? Or over there?
Oh, I'm pointing at it.
Okay. Okay, David. I would like to, based on where I know the pressure plate is and where Marius is pointing that the hole is, see if I can use my engineering understanding to figure out how I might get Gertie back out.
Okay. Yeah. So give me you got your tinker or your engineering tool. Yeah, give me that roll using intelligence.
Okay.
Yes, Gertie.
Can I fly down and look through the dead people?
Sure.
Would they have?
Sure. Yeah.
They have bones.
As you kind of get back to it, you notice that the kind of the crunching and the rattling of it, you look down, it's not exactly bones, but it's very brittle. There are bones in there, but you're seeing a lot of like flesh and whatnot down in there as well.
Is it moving?
No, nothing's moving that you see at the moment.
You see
I like that phrasing.
At the moment, currently.
Do I see any thing I could loot?
Yeah, you kind of look around. There's some coins, some weapons down here and whatnot. A lot of clothing, and it's in pretty decent condition. And as you look at like some of the bones and stuff, you're seeing like it's not a skull. You're seeing the flesh is like pulled taut over the skull. These things, these people have been mummified, and as people have fallen on them, the mummies have broken. As the skin is not, up to the skin and flesh is not of like a strong nature. It's
Can I
pretty
pick up
old.
one coin?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
Go
looking
ahead and
around
just
as I'm
real
picking
quick,
it up.
This is a little freaky, so go ahead and make me a fear save.
Oh shit.
I forgot about those.
Okay. My thing for that. Is it plus something?
Yeah, it's a mental saving throw of your
Okay. So I can
that
saving
yeah.
throw. Okay.
Yeah.
That is 22.
Okay. So yeah, you're not too freaked out. There's like a little bit of a you kind of reach for the coin. Like you feel like a little bit of tension. You're like, nope, okay. And you pick it up. And oh, I don't have my sheet here. What's your passive perception again?
Oh shit. Oh no. 16.
Okay. You hear some rattling behind you.
I fly up.
Oh,
Okay.
you are bone.
Oh, why?
As one of the you see that they were kind of like back sitting in not really a corner because it's a circle, but like up against the wall of this place.
Fly up.
You pick up this coin, and all of a sudden there's a bit of a like and this mummified creature begins to get up and kind of looks around and takes notice of you. Okay, so that's been going on inside wherever Gertie is. People
Oh boy.
A sad 13 on engineering.
Oh.
Okay. You do manage to so you kind of see how it's working. You haven't figured it out yet. It's going to take. The issue of it is, it's to open this back up. There's a very strong spring resisting it that has to be decompressed, or not compressed. And so, without actually like putting anything on the step, like you kind of get to this point where you're like, okay, I see it. You're just trying to like push it down with a screwdriver, and it's just too. That's not working. So you kind of see how it works, but you're not sure how you could go about in a quick manner opening this back up.
Well, fortunately, there's no huge rush. I'll keep working on it.
Okay.
So tempted to
As-
step on that step.
I would. In all seriousness, I'm busy like eating savory seasoned good berries for my time. So good.
All right. So Gertie, you're back up. You're pounding on the top of this. Give me another strength check.
Fucking hell. 10.
Okay. You managed to kind of push up on this a little bit, and so now there's you see little creaks of light as you I guess, well, you don't, there's no light, but no, you have light.
I have
So
light.
you kind of see out through these little cracks, you see wood, the same kind of texture of the stairs above you, and you see that whatever this is impacts them and is not opening up more than just a hair.
Open this shit. I'm flying.
Okay.
Damn you, David, and just making really coherent traps. God damn it.
Does
step out of
an
the trapdoor.
18 hit you?
That motherfucker have like a bow. Yeah.
It's only 10 feet.
It's really tall.
It's
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Can
That
kind of
hits
get
me.
above you. You're a medium above it, so technically you're in adjacent spaces.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You do feel kind of a brief, as you open it up, you do feel a brief like little influx of air, and you realize right then that there's a limited amount of air in this place. And so that makes it a little,
Help.
you know. Okay. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as this creature just hits you hard from underneath. You also take 11 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving.
So did you remember to make a backup character?
Again.
Constitution saving throw,
Good.
you said?
Yes.
Oh, Tom. Oh, Tom.
I did warn you.
10.
10.
Buddy.
Okay.
Buddy.
We need to get you better dice.
You feel this necrotic energy seep into you. You feel sick. You know,
That's right, buddy.
not too much to, nothing more than that, but you feel kind of a deep wrongness settling into your body. You all do hear this panic coming from underneath the stair now.
My passive perception's 15. Can I get that from the top of the stairs /
Yeah,
outside of the box?
you're only like 10 feet above the top of the stairs, so it's not that hard.
Yep, I'm coming down as well.
Can
I'll
I
go too.
can I inflict wounds on the stairs? Just like get it to fuck off?
No, it's not a creature, sadly.
Damn it. I cast it at a tree before. Fuck if I
A tree can be wounded.
I would have heard the explanation, right? Because it's only 10 feet away. So Mario's saying, oh, so hey, Gertie just fell through that step.
Yeah.
Okay, right. As I come down the stairs, just sort of like stomping down the stairs, I'm going to start wrapping my rope around my waist hand the fucking grappling hook to Marius, and just jump onto the fucking bottom step.
I get out of the way so you don't crunch my fingers in the spring.
Mm-hmm. You see what's going on as you're like, oh shit! Like,
yeah.
Okay, so you got what's the length of rope?
It's a full length of rope.
Okay.
It's a
So
standard
real
coil.
long.
You're gonna go smack it.
Yeah, I'm like literally, I'm coiling it so there's enough rope around me so it doesn't sort of yo-yo me.
Okay.
Like fully
So
unravel.
you don't hand him the end of the rope, you hand him all the rest of the rope, so it's
like
taut.
I've got a bunch of it wrapped around me a couple of times. Like I've literally, as I've come down the stairs, I've effectively like lassoed it around my own waist a few times and just given the rest of the coil to Marius as I've like.
So Riz, I want an initiative from you.
Sure. 23.
Okay. You go before the and you know what? Go ahead and Gertie, go ahead and give me an initiative here as well.
Fucker.
Stop rolling bad.
6.
Okay.
Buddy.
That's what it is. Just a lack of, inspiration.
Yeah. Bard? You should know about this.
All right. So, Riz, you jump on this last step as hard as you can.
Yep.
There's that brief moment of, oh shit, it didn't work before it shoots out, and I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Okay. You manage to kind of ride this step.
Yes.
You do not fall backwards into the opening.
Why didn't I not do that? I have uncanny
You failed your dex
dodge.
save. You failed your deck. Uncanny
You
dodge
roll
half
bad.
step. Oh, that's damn it. Yeah, you could do that now if David's
Can I do
feeling
that
kind.
now?
Sure, you can uncanny dodge.
Kind DM.
So yeah, you had your reaction. You kind of so yeah, so you do see this opening, and as you're going to fly out, the mummy does go before you and is getting another attack.
Just keep going up. You're moving out of its range. It's fine.
Okay, I suspect the 11 does not hit you.
No.
So it swings and just barely misses this trap, and then this sort of hole in the bottom of the step folds back up, and the step.
Can I stay on the step as it slides back as well? Just sort of like.
Yeah.
I'm also,
give me a dexterity saving throw.
I will
see if
help
I'm
with the
interested.
rope.
Yeah.
That was
Technically.
a natural 16 plus 8, so 24.
Yeah. You slide back with it as well. You do hear that you kind of, what's your passive perception?
15?
15. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't hear it. Sorry.
That's fair. But Gertie is now flown out of the hole.
Flown out. Yeah. You're still on the step?
Well, I'm being held by the rope. As soon as Gertie comes out, I'll step off.
Okay.
Because I haven't taken my weight off it since I jumped onto it. So, because I've literally been stood on it the whole time. But yeah, as soon as Gertie's out, I'll the step.
Okay.
And what did we learn?
Holy shit, Gertie, what happened to you in that hole? You look awful.
Bobby.
Wanna
There was
elaborate on that?
Undead. And not feeling very good.
Okay, can everybody out?
Let's get
Everybody out of the chest, out of the hole.
I live.
Come on.
We'll have a look at you outside.
Okay. So yeah, you all get out of the chest, you close it. And you all see kind of like lower back, kind of around the kidney area. as anyone who kind of inspects Gertie's wounds will see this just enormous bruise there, and the flesh is sort of torn and bleeding somewhat.
Holy shit.
And you see little bits of black, like almost some necrosis is starting to set in.
That does not look good.
That's bad,
What?
generally.
What?
Yeah, don't look at that, Gertie.
Yeah, no, it's actually fine. Don't worry about it. We'll
I
fix you.
completely trust you.
Black is totally a color that you want to see in wounds.
It's really trendy right now.
Are you
This
trying
is likely
to
not
reassure
gonna.
her?
David,
Mm-hmm.
this is likely not gonna affect whatever the fuck's going on with that. But Gertie looks hurt, so Elias is gonna walk up to Gertie, look extremely disappointed. She's gonna slap Gertie after saying a word and then giving a healing word.
Okay, healing. So you're slapping Gertie?
First, yes.
How hard are you slapping Gertie?
Just kind of like just
Do you want it to hurt
Annoying.
at all?
1 point of damage worth.
Okay. Then make an attack roll.
No, 2.
Okay.
Plus
Just that shot
1,
away.
3.
Yeah. You go to kind of like slap Gertie over the head, and Gertie.
I'm
And
still
a healing word.
not. Yes.
Okay.
At
Gertie,
second level.
Gertie, you don't heal.
Oh.
Right. I don't have anything for that today.
Ugh.
Right.
I did not take anything
First-
useful.
Do they have like other clerics here? No offense, Marius.
I mean, we might be able to.
Is that something we could treat with lesser restoration?
Who's in what now?
You can try
Lesser
to.
restoration.
Okay, well. Then I guess that's my cue. I'll just go and unhitch my sitar and start playing.
Ah, so it is a musical instrument. I thought it was
This
like
will
some
help.
weird version of a bow.
Oh, you're wounded. Let me just, anyway, here's Wonderwall. It's gonna be fun.
Not
Okay.
feeling too good?
So you feel a restorative magic kind of flow through you, Gertie, and for a second you don't feel so ill, but almost immediately it comes back.
Was quite good for a second.
Can I try and make a check to understand if there's something, if it's like either a curse or if it's a magical effect?
Okay.
Yeah, can I try and ascertain what this is as well?
Give me an arcana.
That is a
Dirty
minus
20.
1. Oh.
Huh? Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of asking what happened, you realize that this is a mummy's curse. And that those afflicted by it cannot heal. And in fact, their health will deteriorate daily until the curse is removed.
Okay, and do I know if, like, a general spell would be able to do that?
Anything that
Tomorrow.
removes curses.
Like remove curse.
Give me a day. Let's sleep on it.
Okay.
Yeah, can we maybe, like, Team Traveler, like, double tag and try to find a fucking cleric?
Yeah, I will help, like, look for, like, a cleric.
But first, Before we move, I'm just
competent
gonna
one.
sort of point at Gertie and be like, all right, so first, you went into the building. Granted, it was my fault, but you went into it, and then you ended up dead. Then, you pull some shit that I don't even know what happened into a store, and then you walk into a box, and you go and volunteer to try out a trap that you know was there, and you get yourself this. You need to stop doing this because we can't afford people in our group getting hurt or getting into situations like this. Do you understand me? I'm tired of seeing people inflicted by either emotional or physical problems, and you're doing this knowing what happened to you.
I walk away.
Can I try and stop him? Her, sorry.
Her.
That's such a
Sorry.
rogue feat.
I mean, sure, you can try a grapple.
I basically
kinda
like
I wonder-
turn my back towards them, and like my head goes limp a little, and
I'm gonna like try and grab from the shoulder to turn. Do I have to roll for this?
Yeah, if you're trying to grapple. Yeah. So give me an athletics, and Gertie, you can resist with an athletics or an acrobatics.
Roll better.
Or don't.
Athletics
Okay.
or acrobatics. Both are awful.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Fucking hell, Tom! What is with your dice today?
I don't know.
Everyone send Tom better dice.
No.
You have Gertie strongly by the shoulder as
Yes, everyone, hashtag Tom better die.
yeah.
Oh no!
No!
I did not say that. Lies and slander.
Yeah,
Bards.
Elias puts both hands on Gertie's shoulders, looking really like angry, and says, "I hope I made myself fucking clear," and then pulls Gertie in for a hug.
I mean, I don't have a character here, but I find it hilarious. Lay, who's giving the lecture, they
yeah,
went into a basement 15
Yeah.
stories down below.
Yep.
Yeah,
Riz
Yeah.
was staring at while Lay was giving this fucking brand. Riz was just looking up at them, just like,
it's the classic "won't listen to your own advice" syndrome with Elias.
yeah, looking at Marius, looking at Lay, looking at Mac, looking at Lay, looking at Shimmer, looking at Lay. She's like, "Are you hearing this?"
Gertie lets it happen and just pulls her hood so that no one can see her face.
Aww.
So are we gonna get a cleric?
Yeah,
Because
let's
this
have
is
one cleric.
this is kind of adorable, but it's
Yeah, look,
confusing and time consuming.
Mac, can you get like these guys back? Can you get this like affectionate thing that's happening over to like the kebabs, and like Marius and I will go try and find a cleric.
24
Yeah.
stealth.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You're just stealthing off?
You're
No.
stealthing your face.
I'm stealthing my face.
Okay.
Oh,
Stealth face.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
gone.
No one's got eyeline on your face. Yeah. Okay.
It's a weird spin-off of Face Off.
You guys have all been walking around here for a while. I'm not going to make you, do any kind of looking for this. And you haven't seen any kind of medical facilities around.
huh? No temples, nothing like that.
Nope.
Well, I mean, there must be like maybe guards know things. They usually tend to
Yeah,
have
I mean-
ideas.
yeah. We could go ask Ketharak, but like, I don't know. If
We
you'll-
could.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
if we
ask
might
around.
have maybe if Ketharak might have a scroll, if it's not too expensive, of some spell that can undo this.
Yeah, we'll head back to Ketharak. That went well with
Hmm.
him last time. See if he either knows somebody or has anything.
We need
So
to
it
show
has-
him the frog anyway.
It's been a little bit of time. Shimmer. Oh, it's probably getting close to when you would need to go to see the governor.
Yeah, I know. But we've got sort of a thing right now.
The governor, the governor might
Yeah.
know where we need to go.
Yeah, if Marius and I get back, or we comment while we're talking about this, like, oh, we could talk to somebody, then Shimmer can always just be like, interject with, well, actually.
Wow. Bard splaining.
I might have someone that can help us.
Well, that's great. Who?
So the lady that's in charge of Portal, the governor, I met with her earlier, and she seemed to be pretty well connected.
All right. She's in charge. Seems like she'd know who could help us. With nothing.
She actually had asked if maybe we could all meet with her.
Oh.
That's nice.
She say why she wanted to?
She was interested in meeting with the Brave.
Oh. All right.
Hey, that's us. So that works.
The brave or the stupid?
You'd be
Little bit of
surprised how
column
much
A.
those two like in overlap quite significantly.
Yeah.
Let's go see the governor.
Heard about this thing called a Venn diagram.
Oh no,
Hello,
Ben.
governor.
Goblin.
Riz walks up to her. Hello, governor.
No.
Sorry, I
Let's
had
go to the governor. Governor.
All right.
governor.
And
Governor?
I think that's a good place to end it. You're all going to your meeting with the governor.
Hey,
Hey,
Gertie,
Gertie,
welcome to
yay.
Karcz in the Candlebreakers universe.
Wow, that did not take long to happen. Congratulations,
But
first.
Tom was just
You're
getting
one of
all the
us now.
first. Yeah, Tom, just like first party member to die, first party member to get cursed, you know.
Tom, I'm sorry, by the way.
It's fine. Ugh.
I hate yelling at characters as my characters.
That was great.
Why?
I loved that.
That was very good.
Sweet.
That was good.
Thank you, David, for running game today.
Thank you so
you.
much.
So much fun.
Thanks
you for
everyone for playing and everyone for joining us.
And thank
Yeah,
you.
busy
Always
chat
fun.
today. We
for
appreciate
watching.
it.
Yes.
Thank you, chat.
As always, stay tuned for our streams, especially because on Friday we have Second Breakfast Club, and then next Monday we return with Clouds Over Sharn. Usual game hour. So yeah, stay tuned.
Check the hashtag, do something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed today's game of shopping and emotions. Great.
We are such
D&D.
fucking teenagers. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's all just like fucking shopping and emotions.
Mummies and malls.
Big choices.
All the
It's all holes in chests.
Oh,
I'm so
holes
sorry.
in holes in holes. Anyway, on that delightful note, we've been Natural Ruckers. This was Dreams the Brave. We hope that we haven't put you off watching our streams entirely. We hope you come back.
Come back again for more exactly like this. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Until next
Bye-bye.
time. Catch you later.